Just a quick welcome to the channel. Um, yeah. Okay, guys. So before anything, you should really check out TharnType first. I know most of us already know about TharnType. It came out like 3 to 4 years ago, but let's talk about TharnType. I feel like if you don't understand the story properly, you won't really get what I am saying here. So let's talk about TharnType. I'm just going to be honest, this is not just a normal BL story. There's a lot of psychological stuff going on that people either ignore or don't fully break down. So type is someone who already has trauma from his past, like deep trauma, and because of that, he has a trust issue, especially when it comes to anything involving closeness, vulnerability, or sexuality. That already that already is starting point in the story. So when San enter his life, it's not just I don't like you. It's in a normal way. It's more like type already has a strong emotional wall built, and Tan is basically someone stepping directly into that protected space. And that's where things start getting complicated because Tan does not really leave him alone emotionally, even when type is clearly rejecting him, clearly uncomfortable, clearly saying no. Tan still keep pushing that emotional connection. And no, I'm not saying Tan is a bad person or anything like that. But from a psychological point of view, when someone already has trauma and you keep applying emotional persistence on them, even if it comes from love, it still creates pressure. Type starts getting triggered more and more, and instead of calming down, he became more aggressive, more defensive, more unstable emotionally. So over time, that emotional tension builds up until it becomes normal for them, like fighting, rejecting, pushing, coming back again. It becomes a cycle, and this is where the relationship starts shifting from just hate and pursuit to something more complicated. Because sometimes when type gives in, it doesn't feel like a full emotional decision. It feels like emotional exhaustion, like it just wants the pressure to stop in that moment. Now, Tan on his side is also not simple. It looks calm, it looks patient, but is extremely emotional persistent, and that persistence is what keeps the dynamic alive. Because you have one person who runs from emotional closeness and another person who keeps moving towards it no matter how many times he is pushed away. And okay guys, sorry about the mispronunciation of the name. Okay, so and that alone creates imbalance, but there's even one layer when you look at outside influence. Like Long, for example. Sorry guys about the mispronunciation of the name again. Because Long is not just a side character, it actually adds emotional damage into the system. It creates misunderstanding, it creates emotional instability, and it manipulates situation behind the scene that increase the pressure between Tan and Type. So now it's not just them anymore, it's also external interference affecting how they respond to each other. And then you also have trans friends, especially techno, who sometimes act like emotional mirror. They observe, they question, they react, and they sometimes unintentionally normalize center behavior that keep the situation going instead of stopping it early. So when you really zoom out, what you are looking at is not a simple love story. It's one person avoiding emotional connection because of trauma, one person insisting on emotional closeness, external people adding pressure, and both of them trying to understand emotion in a very chaotic situation. Mm, okay, and that's why TharnType feels so intense, like very intense. Not because it's perfect, but because it shows what's happened when two emotional different people try to love each other without fully knowing how to handle their own emotion first. Yes, emotion first. Like they can't handle their emotions. So yeah, if you really want to understand everything I just said, you should actually go back and watch it properly from the beginning. Start with episode 1, of course, episode 1 of TharnType. If you watch TharnType 1, then after that you watch the special episode which is called Our Final Love. When you move to TharnType 2, and after that you watch the TharnType 2 special, which is the wedding day, because honestly, watching it in order just makes you understand the emotion, the growth, and everything that's happened between them way better. Like, you understand them better. And yeah, bye.